The 5 questions to ask in a relationship. This is according to thoughtcatalog.com. I can't wait to break it down, but first thoughts, 5 words or less.
Do you like dogs?
Do you have pubic hair?
Are you wanted for murder?
Very poignant article, must discuss. I thought this was great. Really, when I read this article, I was like, wow, I think people really need to apply this to the relationship because it really sets the rubric. So, number 1, what are you like when you get upset? And it says when you ask about how each of you handle your anger, it says right before you make the relationship official. What exactly happened in your last relationship? It's important to find out how their last relationship ended because it could affect yours.
And know that the answer to that question doesn't necessarily mean that that's how your relationship is going to proceed.
I don't think just knowing about your past relationship, but your past relationships, because every relationship is different, and you learn a lot from yourself from each. It's like a stepping stone every time.
You're right.
And then get out a pad and paper and judge actively everything about them.
What do you like in the bedroom? Very important. It says here's why you want to talk about this. If you don't, then there will be a gap between what is desired and what is provided.
It comes down to being intuitive with each other and listening and not talking about it first. That makes it.
And guys,
if you've never been with some,
okay,
I don't think talking about it first.
3 of our sexual escapade,
we're gonna move to the left.
And in some relationships, it does. There's just this natural chemistry where you're both free, and it comes out. That's awesome. But if not, then I do think it's important to talk. Yes, you need to talk it out. How does your family and friends affect your relationship?
Friends is first, and then family. Then when you're like getting more serious about it, you're like, oh my God, what's your relationship with your family like? Because if this progresses, maybe they'll be my family. And if they're all arsonists.
The worst thing in the entire world is when your family and friends lie to you about how they feel about the person you're with, and then you find out after the relationship that everyone's hated them. And you didn't know the whole time.
What are your views on long-term commitment and what does that mean? Very important. It says when to ask 3 to 6 months after your first argument or disagreement.
I like that implies like there's a certain time after your relationship's official, then you will have an argument that's big, and then after that finally settles down.
I feel like you have to know immediately, especially like before the relationship starts, and whatever you do, don't pretend like you're cool with it if you're not.
Very good point.
And then end up putting pressure on someone to get married or have kids. If they don't want to have kids. Exactly. When someone if someone's not sure, just accept that answer. Please accept that answer.
I could not be with somebody that did not like animals. It would never happen. You don't like animals? Bye-bye. Ryan Gosling, you don't like animals? We all know he loves animals. But if that were the case, I'd say bye-bye.
All the other questions are very like integral to like how you deal with conflict and discord and family and personal issues. And then you're just tacking on also, do you like parakeets?
I feel like you're not a loving person if you don't love dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because
yes, you're not a loving person if you don't love dogs.
Because I mean, they're just like a little ball of love, you know, that wanna, and they just want to give it to you.
It's like the TCBY soft serve, and you've just like pulled 2 levers, and you 2 are just eating it up, like
We are. So what do you guys think about these 5 questions to ask in a relationship? Do you guys agree? And are there any other questions that we left out? Please let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you all next time on Pop Trigger.